Earth was just this lifeboat hanging undisturbingly in the universe.
Right, so you heard her, simply put, right? So this is the second installment. I left off at Second Ezra's. I mentioned to you Second Ezra's the 16th chapter and the 10th verse. I'm going to read to the 12th verse in regards to the elements, who's controlling the elements, right? And what is actually to come. Destruction is to come. Simply put, she's standing here coining this in a nice way, but I have to tell you the truth. Okay, I have to tell you the truth, and I'm going to start at verse 9, right, just to give you a hint, but more importantly, who's controlling the elements and who's going to cause this fire to come. So, simply put, going into it. So this is Second Ezra. We're going to start at 9, finish up at 12. It says, a fire shall go forth from his wrath, right? And who is that who's that may quench it, right? And of course, Revelation 9 goes into that chapter as well. Speaks about it, right? And then the chapter that goes into the 200 million missiles, but that's not 200 million nukes or arrows or horsemen. It says it in the Bible, especially when you read it in the NLT. It says 200 million horsemen. Okay, right? Horse represents war, right? And it's going to be a rough time, bad times, like I read earlier on in Isaiah 45 and 17 in regards to the ending of this creation. Okay, Second Ezra 6, 5 and 6. Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that followed. So let me read on. I said so much there. Let's stay on course in regards to the elements, right? Who's controlling the elements, right? Finishing up. So it says, verse 10, Second Ezra 6 and 10, he shall cast lightnings, and who shall not fear? He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid? Right? So it's not simply talking about the rain, thunder, and stuff like that, right? This is going into destruction as well. Okay? Verse 11, the Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence, you see? So yes, his wrath of fire, the nukes, and also his presence, man. Okay? Final verse, the earth quaketh, see? And the foundations thereof. The sea rises up with waves from the deep. Hey, listen, even the sea is a living entity when the Lord has it in control. The water cuts ships like toilet paper. Really crazy now. I'm just talking about the waters. I'm not talking about what's in the waters. Right? So this woman is saying she's looking down and she see the earth, floating or what have you. Those are my words, but you heard what she said, and it's in darkness. Right? So they're not doing a good job explaining what's going on and also forgetting their lines. But anyway, enough said on that. Let me finish the verse in closing here. Okay. It says, for the earth quaketh and the foundations thereof, the sea ariseth up the waves from the deep, and the waves of it is troubled, you see, and the fishes thereof also before the Lord, right? And before the glory of his power, right? So everything is not necessarily out of whack. Everything is in subjection, man. Okay? The bowing down, and it's not like the animals are doing their own thing and they're going, what's going on, Lord? No, they're ready to do his bidding. And I can prove that in the next verse. It says, for strong is the right hand that bendeth the bow, his arrows that he shooteth are sharp, see, and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. I just told you. Right? So anyway, I'm going to close off with that. Right? So the Lord is controlling everything, man. Right? When the Lord puts his spirit on these things, okay, his ministering spirits, his whole is Ruach HaKodesh. All right? So yeah. I'm going to close at that, but I just wanted to show you how the Lord is controlling the elements, right? So these people need to wake up, or people need to wake up. I should say 2/3 of our people need to wake up, right? But they're not going to wake up, okay? But the point is, they will be, every knee will bow and confess. But the elect is waiting, like the scripture says over here that I read earlier on, right? Before the Lord and before the glory of his power, all right? So with that, Lord willing, this video has been edified. You've been edified by it. Simply put, right? So with that, I'm going to say Shalom. All praises to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and double honors to the apostles and elders of the great millstone, and rule and teach well in spirit and in truth, right? With that, I'm going to say Shalom. But I need you to listen a little bit at this at the end here.
So I may have not learned. I know I haven't learned everything that this journey has yet to teach me.
Do you see how she forgot her lines in the middle of her speech?
Right. So with that, I'm going to say Shalom. All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh.
This should show and tell you all that you need to know.
Expects you to believe
about these people.